Welcome to our Web Client Basic Payroll Training. This training outlines the key features and covers the functionality of the most commonly used screens. We will start by going to our website, www.hrbutler.com. At the top of the screen, click on Check out our new web client. This page has a PDF product guide that contains instructions and screenshots for additional questions. Click Login. Type in your assigned username and password. Click on your company name. If you have multiple companies, they will all show on the screen. We will start with company information. You will never need to make any changes to these screens. It just has your company information listed, such as bank account information and address, state, SUI, and local information, the earnings and deductions that are set up for your company, and if you have any department, branch, divisions, or teams. To add a new employee or to make any changes to an existing employee, go to the Employee tab. To add a new employee, you will click on New W-2 or New 1099 Contractor. Everything with a red asterisk is a required field. This is where you will enter the federal information. State information comes later after the screen. If this is a salaried employee, fill in the salary amount, leave standard hours as 0. If this is an hourly employee, you will enter the pay rate in later screens. If you're a virtual mailroom client, this is where you add the email address and password for employees to receive their stubs via email. To make any changes to existing employees, you will go to Employee, Edit, and select the category you wish to edit. Choose the employee from the drop-down box or use the arrows. Make your changes and then save. To enter a new direct deposit, you will go to Employee, Edit, Direct Deposits. This screen will show any other account numbers used for this employee. If there are other account numbers, do not delete them. We like to always have all accounts listed for reference. We can always add more accounts. Click Add Direct Deposit Account. Enter the routing and account number. Select Checking or Savings, and prenote Yes. Then save with a check mark. Once you've added the account number, it still has to be attached to the deduction code. So then you will go to Employee, Edit, Scheduled EDs. Here lists all the scheduled and earnings and deductions for this employee. To add a new direct deposit, you will click on Add Scheduled ED. Select the correct code, depending whether it's checking or savings. And select the correct account for the drop-down. If the entire check is going into this account, you will want to make sure it's Deduct Whole Check Yes. If it's being split amongst multiple accounts, select the calculation method and put in the amount or percent, and then save. If you are changing an already existing direct deposit account, after adding the new routing and account number, edit the direct deposit ED by clicking on the pencil. Then change the account number from the drop-down, and then save. To make any other changes to any earnings or deductions, you can edit them, create new, or stop them from this screen. To stop a scheduled ED, hit the pencil to edit, and put in an effective end date. And then save. Let's move on to the payroll screens. Before creating your payroll, you want to make sure that you have made any permanent changes before you create this payroll. Any one-time changes can be made while working on payroll. Go to Payroll, New Payroll. Verify the check date and the pay period begin and end dates. Then hit Create New Payroll. We will start from the top of the payroll menu and work our way down, starting with Quick Entry. This is where you will enter your payroll. All names are listed on the left side in order by employee number. You can change the order by sorting them with the drop-down box at the bottom of the screen. Anyone that is a salaried employee will automatically default their regular salary amount in the salary column. If someone is not to be paid, you can delete their hours or salary, or you can hit the red trash can and it will delete that employee. You can also edit the columns in the order you would like as well by clicking the ED columns at the bottom of the screen. In the left column are the available EDs listed for your company. On the right is what shows up on the Quick Entry screen. You can edit what shows up on the Quick Entry screen by highlighting the ED and moving it or copying it to the other column. We always recommend removing the regular amount column so it does not get confused with the regular hours column. You can also change what order these show up in by highlighting them on the right screen and moving them up or down. And save it. Once you save the screen, the columns will stay this way every time you log in unless you make any other changes. Once you're finished entering hours, press the Save button. This is where you can see individual check lines. You can make any one-time changes to an employee's check for this one payroll. If you need something changed permanently, the change should have been made to the employee prior to creating payroll. You can manually change a pay rate, amount, or even delete an ED from this payroll. You can also add another check line by clicking the Add check line at the bottom. Choose any employee's name from the drop-down or arrow through the employees. To run a pre-process, click the Pre-Process button. Once it has finished successfully, it will automatically direct you to the total screen. This is your total screen for the entire company. If everything looks okay, you can hit SB Review and it will send your payroll to our queue to process on our end. If you would first like to look at the payroll register or pre-process before you submit, you can do that as well. Pre-process the payroll first and then go to Reports. Click on Payroll Register, the S-109 report. Select the correct check date, and then run your report. Once this has finished successfully, you can click the magnifying glass to open the report. If you choose to run a pre-process prior to submitting your payroll, you can always submit payroll from any screen. Just go to Payroll and submit payroll. You can also run any of the listed reports at any time if you want for any days or even any specific employees. When you're finished, just log out.